Those are my only two kind of caveats.
Yeah.
Caveats. See, I'm already practicing. I'm already.
You're gonna have to win that $1 billion in order to get that accent.
Yeah. I say. Oh, that sounded worse. Yosemite Sam. I said, oh, no, that's
Southern Rich. I say.
Oh, man.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all over now.
Gamers and geeks, welcome to OGGR.
Old Guys Geekly Review, episode 18.
18, yeah. Woohoo! Party!
Yeah. We can buy lottery tickets now.
I know. Yeah, speaking of which,
yeah.
$1 billion after this, we should go buy lottery tickets.
I think that's part of my plan.
Well, let's do it.
All right.
If you don't hear from us next week, it's because we're billionaires and we still may do this.
Yeah.
Except
I don't know.
We'll have all the bells and whistles.
I don't know. We might talk with like fancy accents and we're like you won't get to see the costumes that we're wearing. Not costumes, but like our new attire.
Oh yes, we must have the finest attire.
Yeah, and monocles.
Sir Lawson. Sir
Holy.
Lawson.
I say, good sir. And her pipes.
Oh yeah, we'll have the pipes, definitely.
They'll be either bubble pipes or just for show though. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so lots of fun.
Oh, yeah.
What have you been into this week? Anything good?
Oh my God, with Halloween, so I had to help put together a party, various costumes that nobody actually wore besides me. I wanted to watch Big Mouth, which I probably would have been a lot better use of my time, but I didn't get around to it. But I did watch. My God, I watched a lot of scary shows that Netflix came out with, so I got some thoughts on them.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
But that's all I did this week. What'd you do?
Yeah, Halloween was quite the event. We, as every year, we give out books.
Yes.
And I was really impressed with a couple of things. And normally we have a few kids who are really excited about getting a book, but this was the best response we've ever gotten. The kids were really enjoying getting books. Wow. And I know it made Sarah happy because that's what she does, and that it just made me feel good about the human race.
Yeah.
So I was very happy about that.
Yeah, on our side of the neighborhood, people were upset because people were stealing bowls of candy and stuff.
Oh, people leaving it out.
Yeah, which I don't understand why. Like, it's not that's been going on since I was a kid.
I think TikTok has made it a thing now. Though.
Yeah. But, some lady put out a bowl that has a lot of sentimental value to her, and I was like, oh, that is not a good...
She was not aware of the TikTok dangers.
Apparently
kids
not.
Are just taking whole things now.
Yeah. I feel for her, but at the same time...
Yeah. But, well, I definitely had a positive view on the thing, even though we didn't set out a bowl of candy to be taken, so... But yeah, the whole the kids enjoying the books. It was very
that's gotta make you feel good.
All right, so shall we get into movies?
Yeah, let's head into movies.
And be warned, if we get really excited, we might spoil some stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the time we try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. But there's your warning.
Yes. Movies.
Well, actually, I haven't watched anything new.
Oh, okay.
But I got a lot of news.
No chance of spoilers now.
Let's take about back 5 minutes. And then just... All right, so we got Daniel Radcliffe finally says he won't play Wolverine because he doesn't want to be locked down to anything. So that probably means that there's a good possibility he's still playing Wolverine.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Exactly.
We're on to your misdirection, Disney. Multiple sources have said James Gunn has already talked to Disney about Marvel and DC crossover movies.
Oh, I was going to mention that because I thought it would be the perfect time because him and Kevin Feige are still on good speaking terms.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a couple of crossover comic book storylines that I think would be really cool to do. And if James Gunn is down for it, I think it would be great for both. I think it would be good for DC as well as Marvel.
Yeah, I think it would, like, the movies would do good, but I feel like if you're not a diehard comic fan, that you're really making those movies for a niche crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose so. Well, the one that I really hope they do is the one where the X-Men and the Teen Titans did a crossover.
Oh, I don't know about that
Oh
one.
man, I love that issue. I'll have to show it to you later. But yeah, I would like to see that storyline.
Yeah, see, the only crossover comics that I've actually read is Marvel versus DC, that whole
Oh, okay.
amalgam comic thing.
Which wasn't that more of just a who beats who kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one has a little bit more of a plot.
Yeah.
So,
But watching Wolverine versus Lobo was pretty cool. I'm not
oh
gonna...
yeah, definitely cool.
Yeah.
Definitely cool stuff.
Mad Max Furiosa has wrap production, which I'm pretty excited for. Anna Taylor-Joy said it's like one of the most grueling roles that she's been in.
I pretty much try to watch her and everything.
Yeah.
Ever since the Queen's Gambit, and of course she played my favorite character, Magic, in New Mutants. So you know, yeah, I try to watch her and everything.
Chevy Chase will not be involved in the Community movie. Apparently,
Okay.
all the rumors of him being not so fun to work with are proving to be true. Yes.
He's old and crotchety now.
Yeah. Make a peeps before you see Avatar 2 if you plan on seeing it in theaters, because it's going to be about 3 hours long.
Maybe that's the whole reason for the movie. The title.
Oh, The Way of Water?
Yeah, it makes you hold your pee-pee. That's the whole purpose of the movie.
Avatar 2, hold your water.
We spoilers. It's all about holding the pee-pee in. 5 hours later.
Oh, no. We got our first look at the Deadites in Evil Dead Rise, the new Evil Dead movie. Looks like what a Deadite should look like.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pleased with it. I'm pleased, yes. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is wrap production.
Cool.
And Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will only have a mid-credit scene, which
That's
seems
interesting.
Yeah, it seems to be proving the rumors wrong about Doctor Strange or Doctor Doom.
I wonder if it could be tied into Blade. I wonder if the end credits had a Blade tie-in, and now that's kind of going through. Yeah,
That
maybe.
could be. Well, they said that the reason was that they just didn't think it needed an end credit scene.
Well, when do you believe corporate?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't need it because we wrote the script to the movie that it was leading up to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't need it.
But that's all I got for movies right now.
All right. Box office this week. Black Adam reigned again.
Yeah, my daughter went to go see it, and she said she was completely lost because I've pushed her to be a Marvel
Fan, yeah. And that's what we've been talking about. You can't see it all. It's hard to dive into both Marvel and DC and stay invested in both of it. And that's it's both sad and way of life, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably be number one again because next weekend there's only a couple of interesting limited releases. Like they're re-releasing Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla in some theaters, and 35th anniversary for Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Maybe that'll take it.
No.
No.
even though it would be fun to see like Steve Martin and John Candy able to overthrow the Rock.
Yeah. I also heard that, and I don't know when it's coming out, but that Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie, the horror movie about Winnie the Pooh,
Oh.
that's getting a limited release in theaters as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know me, I scroll past the horror stuff pretty quick. So
Yeah,
if that's coming out next weekend, then it might.
Yeah, I don't know when
might
it comes
be
out,
fun.
but it looks freaky.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I see the images for Winnie the Pooh, and I'm like, that's not my Winnie the Pooh. I scroll past. It's not my Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. What else is anything else from movies?
Weekend after that's going to be Black Panther, so that's all the big news. I do have some it's TV news, no movie news.
E-Bombay. I'm gonna be right at the theaters chanting E-Bombay.
E-Bombay?
Yeah, I think that's what they chanted.
Oh, for Black Panther?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I might be at the theaters. Depends if it's cold. Yeah, because if there's a line and it's cold, I get to see it for free still.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You should be there.
Yeah. Maybe I should be. Maybe I will be. I probably will be.
I think you should report an ogre live from the theater, just annoy everybody around you.
I'll be getting kicked out. Just live stream it like Tom Holland. Oh man.
Spoilers. We're sitting in the theater watching it. We're gonna give away spoilers.
Should we move on to television?
Television.
Television.
All right. What do we want to start with? We got some news where CW is canceling another show mid-season. We got
Stargirl.
Stargirl.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, James Gunn, I do have faith that he'll write some of the DC ship the best he can, but woof, it's hard to know what corporate's going to let him do.
yeah, it is. Well, hopefully they just let him have free reign because he has made some really good movies lately.
Oh, yeah.
Brightburn is still a Halloween favorite of mine, and that's kind of superhero-ish. Yeah, have you watched that yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, it's about the kid that's basically Superman as a child, but if he gave in to his impure thoughts.
Oh.
And it is crazy. I did actually watch a few shows. The Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of
Oh,
Curiosities.
yeah, how was that?
Watched all of them. All 8 episodes. Really, really good. Fun. Not fun, but kind of scary. Really good CGI storylines. A lot of good actors that you'll recognize. But the one that I was really, really excited for was the director, Mandy, directed one of the episodes. And you can definitely tell which one. Really, really, really good. So, also speaking of which, the director, Mandy, is dropping hints to his new movie. Yeah, so, that he's working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the process. So that was pretty good. And then 28 Days Haunted. I watched on Netflix too. It's like 6 episodes long. It's a paranormal investigative show. It puts Ed and Lorraine Warren's 28-day cycle theory to the test, which I think means that like psychics and mediums' powers peak at a certain point in 28 days. Take it for a grain of salt. You know, the Ed and Lorraine Warren. A lot of people think that they were grifters. A lot of people in the circle of paranormal investigation.
That circle.
Yeah.
Which I attend their meetings every 3 days. So
Yeah, you do.
it's a 3-day cycle.
Well, and then another thing I didn't like the show because I don't.
Actually, they don't actually post the agenda. You're just expected to know it.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I get where you come from. Like shows like this, they're like the X-Files for me.
Yeah.
Like I want to believe, but there's demonologists. They're talking about demons and stuff. And being an atheist, I don't believe in God, so I don't believe in demons either.
Yeah.
But there was just so much good footage on this show that it looked staged, and I think it takes away from everything. I mean, I don't know, but I did tour the prison up here, and thought I had a little experience, but it could have just been my mind playing tricks on me. So I'm still skeptical.
Okay.
I'm still skeptical.
Leaving some room out there.
Yeah. But yeah, all the good footage and stuff that they got, like clear EVPs and crap. It just like if they were legit, you would think that they would have videos all over the internet about this stuff. And I've done my fair share of looking on the internet, so I feel like I would have encountered a lot more if they're that good. But anyway, yeah, those are the 2 shows that I watched.
Very cool. Yeah, I of course watched Andor again. It's still just as good. I mean, by this point, you probably know whether or not you like it or don't. I'm in the just think it's some of the best Star Wars stuff ever.
Mm-hmm.
Other people aren't.
How many more episodes you got on that? 2?
Not
3?
many. Not many at all, I don't think. I'll have to look and see. I'm not exactly sure how long the run is.
Okay.
I think it's a little longer than most Disney stuff. We'll see. And then I watched the Tales of the Jedi, which is basically the stuff you didn't see during the Clone Wars about like the fall of Count Dooku, how he became, how he went to the dark side and why.
Okay.
Which was really interesting.
Yeah.
And then more fill in about Ahsoka, which is good because she's got a show coming up. So it kind of fills in some of the gaps about Ahsoka that you probably hadn't seen other places. Particularly, it actually went from her birth all the way up to what happens after Order 66. 60, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
I'm wanting to say 69, but I don't think that's the right order. I don't think that's the right order.
That's the wrong Star Wars, buddy.
And the problem is, stormtroopers still always miss.
Yeah, they do. Yep.
So anyway, so that's why you never date a stormtrooper. They always miss.
Oh.
Marvel Studios is starting up a Vision series.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm kind of excited for it. So it's obviously gonna be the White Vision.
They're calling it Vision Quest, and the Vision Quest storyline is what you expect from the end of WandaVision's, where basically Vision is now a blank slate, and so it's probably going to be about him becoming human-ish again.
Yeah.
Basically the whole, do androids dream of electric sheep kind of thing, where you'll be blurring the line between what is living and what is machine, and his Pinocchio, basically him becoming a boy again.
Now, if it was truly set in this day and age, I'd have a feeling Vision would destroy the world.
Oh boy, yeah, and I'd be like, yeah, we deserve it.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm right there with you.
Yeah, we pretty much deserve that. Yeah. We got Titans coming up for new shows.
Okay.
Season 4, which who knows if this will be the last season or not, the way HBO's going. And then on the 3rd, we also have the new Blockbuster TV show on Netflix.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It is tomorrow.
Yeah, I totally plan on watching that.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hopefully they do the entire release, and they're not, because they are switching back to the weekly release format. And I hope
Netflix to try to keep people subscribed.
Yeah, which
is smart.
Yeah,
smart business sense.
Yeah, it is. We got Sausage Party. Foodtopia is being made, and not sure why anybody would want more of that.
Yeah, no, I think one was enough.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be a series.
Oh God!
And Seth Rogen's back with an actual decent cast.
Oh, I'm sure. The cast, I'm sure, is great because he always pulls in pretty cool people.
Yeah, we got Kristen Wiig, we got Michael Cera, Edward Norton, Will Forte, and a lot more.
Yeah.
Let's see. Henry Cavill is leaving the Witcher series at season 4.
A 3rd season is his last. So
okay,
4 and 5 will be Hemsworth.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth is taking over. And this was probably the only one of the shows that was keeping my membership now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know.
Maybe it's time to save some money, especially with all the shenanigans.
Yeah, I was only signing up for Netflix monthly, and that was pretty much for Stranger Things and Witcher.
Yeah, and it's not really no offense to Liam.
Yeah,
but he is clearly he's like the middle.
Gosh, poor Liam.
Yeah, like Chris Hemsworth.
Liam, I'm going to watch you, but some point after season 4 and 5 is out, and I'll binge the whole thing.
Yeah. Chris casts a very big shadow.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a good way of putting it. But I also hate when they replace actors in the show.
Yeah.
And if he's supposed to be like a more older, like I thought I read something about there's going to be a time skip and he's more mature. Jerome.
It's hard to know because apparently Cavill was leaving. This is just rumor. Leaving because of creative differences, because Netflix wanted to mess with the books too much.
Yeah, half the people that are writing haven't even read the books, played the games, or not a fan of them.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah. Very weird. And you know what? If Henry Cavill doesn't feel right and keeping on with The Witcher, then maybe it's time that The Witcher needs to end.
Yeah. I know.
Let's see. Emilia Clarke is apparently not playing a Skrull in Secret Invasion. She will be the head of SWORD, Abigail Brand.
Abigail Brand, which is a great character.
Yeah,
I believe my gosh,
she's half human, half alien, right?
That is a good question. I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% on that. I mean, I know her and Beast had a thing for a while.
Oh, she's
bestiality. She's a furry. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I like her character.
So what's her powers?
I don't even know that she has any.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's just as far as I know, she is just like a Nick Fury.
Oh,
imagine a female Nick Fury.
I still feel like they're gonna surprise us. That Nick Fury's gonna actually have powers in the MCU.
He
just from his eyeball.
I don't know. He may be a Skrull.
That effed up eyeball.
Who knows?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and of course in the comics, there's like 2 Nick Furies now and all that stuff.
There is?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Is one of them a Skrull?
One of them's white, one of them's black.
Oh. One of them is what's his name? David Hasselhoff. Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotta look up her powers because now I'm curious.
Yeah, you may
Pyrokinesis,
Oh, okay.
and she can fight like a mofro and espionage like a Black Widow.
Yeah, they play her more on the espionage side than her powers.
Pyrokinesis would be fun, but I would probably light the world on fire, just because I would never. I'd be too eager to use it without learning how to use it. All right, so we got House of
that right there. That's her very first comic book issue.
Oh, really? You got their first appearance, huh?
Yeah, that's her first appearance right
there. She really loving on the weird bodied people.
Oh, but that's not her.
Oh, that's not her. That's Shadow. Who's that? Shadowcat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not her cover. That's just the issue she first appears in.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. He just going through his comic book collection, dropping all the first appearance issues on
Yeah, all easy at hand stuff. Yeah.
House of the Dragon season 2 won't debut in 2023 now. And I don't know if we caught that.
Is Martin writing?
No, but I have an update on his new book later down another. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. The Last of Us HBO show debuts on January 15th. And the last bit of news I got is they're making a prequel series for Friday the 13th. And it's going to be focused on Jason's mom. And it won't be a hockey mask in sight. Or there won't be a hockey mask in sight. It's probably lots of negligent camp counselors letting kids drown while they're smoking doobies and having premarital intercourses.
Well, like they should.
I don't know why I added that. I was feeling funny when I wrote my notes. So.
And that's okay. That's how we should be.
You got any other?
That's all the TV stuff I got. I got some anime.
All right, let's hop into anime.
So watched a couple things this week. Actually, even though the anime is by different studios, I believe the comic book manga illustrator is the same, and it's the Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated. These are both summer anime that just finished their dub. And The Great Jahy Will Not Be Defeated is it's a comedy, basically flipping the sex of the protagonist, just like Devil is a Part-Timer, except it's a female protagonist.
Okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that it definitely didn't make it to my top shelf, but if you're looking for a comedy where the main character is no longer overpowered, basically got all their powers taken away, and they're trying to make a living with meager powers in the real world, then this is something you might want to check out.
So you go from Black Adam to Black Saddam.
Yes. Yes, you do. It's exactly what you do. And in the Shota anime genre, so if you're not familiar with Shota anime is basically young boy, pretty much around 10, just starting to get his, feelings for things. And
for video games.
Curves.
Curves. So like the geometry?
Yes. So Shota anime is basically young boy, older woman, and there's sexual tension between the two.
Okay.
So it to me it's a little weird watching it, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
It is a very big thing.
Oh, especially in the UK, it seems like recently.
So yeah, everybody likes their Shota in different ways. Yeah, so the maid I hired recently is Mysterious.
Okay.
Is your most recent Shota anime. So if you want a 10-year-old exploring their funny feelings about,
so kind of like
FLCL
woman. Was that way a little bit with
Oh yeah. They
okay.
have it's been in Japanese anime for a while now. I don't know what the first was, but it's often referred to as Shota.
Okay.
Because I think they maybe the first or several of the male characters were named Shota.
Okay.
And so anyway.
Yeah. Sorry.
If you're into that, that just finished its dub, so have at it.
All right. Anything else?
No, we don't have a new season for another couple of months, and I've got 8 more animes on my dub list, so I'll be hitting 1 or 2 a week until the new season.
All right, let's hop into video games.
Video games.
Okay, so I gotta say,
yeah,
I've been doing just my Snap dailies, And
Oh,
after,
yeah. Marvel. The Marvel Snap update.
Yeah, so I've broken to pool 3, and it is hard.
Uh-huh.
I'm going up against pool 3 decks. I am losing my rank left and right. I've gone from 59. Was it 59? I think it was 59, all the way down to 45.
I've gone from 64 to 58.
Yeah. And man, it's rough. So, but what I got for you now is for next season, if you're playing Marvel Snap, do not rank up in pools if you can help it.
Yeah.
Until you get all the what do you call it?
So basically, stay at the pool you're in until you're ready to advance.
Yeah, until you get the battle pass ranks. Not the battle pass. What is it? The battle pass rewards or the season pass rewards?
Season pass rewards.
Yes. Do not rank up in your pools until you get all the season pass rewards. It'll make it a lot easier for you.
Yeah.
Also, do not spend money on this game unless you're buying season passes. That is it. Because I've dropped a little bit of money just to see where it was going.
Yeah.
I spent another $20 on gold a couple days ago just to see if I could get cards.
Well, and didn't you say that the cash was not satisfactory for the levels you're
right.
at?
Okay, so the battle pass caches, the only things I've gotten out of them since last week, and I've got probably about 10 more battle pass levels easily. Only boosters.
Yeah, I'm past 50 now. I'm 62 or whatever, and it's pretty much all boosters. Occasionally some gold.
Yeah, I've not gotten any gold this last week. I've not gotten any.
And boosters are so easy to get. You just play.
Yeah, I've not gotten any cosmetics. Nothing. And then for the actual collection level, I'm at the point where they have caches there too.
Yeah.
I've not been getting any cards. I've gotten maybe 5-6 cards from pool 3 now.
That's rough.
Yeah, and it's mostly boosters again. Not a lot of currency because you get currency on like every other, like between caches you get currency.
Yeah.
And oh god, it's terrible. I'm not even I would be a little happier if I would get cosmetics instead of current or boosters, but I don't know. Just don't.
Well, I feel pretty happy not having put any money in.
Yeah.
I feel like I've enjoyed the game as much as I can possibly enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So I'm still probably going to buy season passes, but that'll be it for me for this game because it's just they don't make it worth your while to buy gold unless you're doing cosmetics, and you got to be a whale to be wanting to collect all those. So
I probably will buy a season pass if there's a character who I really like the cosmetic for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they put magic up there with one of the cool
I'm going
or something. Then,
yeah. Speaking of which, I'm playing a lot against a lot of magic decks.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting that extra turn.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Because a lot of people tailor their decks to 6 turns.
Yep. And then we got the Fortnite Halloween quests. They're finally over.
Okay.
But they did add Pickle Rick backbling that you can get for free if you play a certain mode. And I just went through it and got it yesterday. It released yesterday. I got it yesterday. Really cool. I mean, he just looks around and stuff. There's nothing but they have the plus sign on it, which means that there could be extra variants of it. So we'll see in that department. Have you been playing anything?
Oh yeah. Played a lot of Star Ocean.
Okay.
It's a mid-tier Japanese role-playing game. It's fun. I'm very much enjoying it, but it's definitely not it's not a top shelf game.
No.
It's definitely a mid-tier game. If you like Japanese role-playing games, you'll like this because it's solid, but it's not don't expect to have a full-blown AAA experience. Even though I am so glad they have voice acting, because so many of the Japanese studios are just not even acknowledging voice acting anymore.
Yeah.
Dubs. So it has very good and consistent voice acting. So
that's good.
So very happy with that.
Yeah, that's really good.
Played a lot of Marvel Snap. But on the news front, we got PlayStation has lost 2 million subscribers.
Yeah. I was gonna say something about that, and they're not done yet because as soon as my membership's over, I'm out.
Yeah, and I'm looking through the comments, and that's the sentiment of a lot of people.
Yeah,
are like, I'm just waiting for my subscription to run out, and I don't. I mean, they just without the first. People are realizing without the first-party releases.
Yeah.
The subscription is really just overpriced, especially with the economy the way it is right now.
Yeah.
It's just not worth the money for games that you've already played.
Mm-mm.
And if you've been a PlayStation person for years, you're not getting games offered up that you haven't played.
Yeah.
If you wanted to play them, you got them already.
Yep. The two last generations, I've been a PlayStation person. PS5, PS4.
Oh yeah.
Finally made the switch to Xbox. I still want to like the PlayStation 5 because I love the speeds. Because I still feel like it loads faster.
And we'll be on the PlayStation 5 for God of War, but other than the exclusives,
everything else is going to my Xbox.
Yeah. Especially when you can get the Game Pass. If you want to go through the Microsoft rewards and do those things, you can get it for free.
Yep.
If you're looking for a price savings, then free versus $15 a month or $10 a month or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah.
Now let's see. For other news, we got Marvel's Midnight Suns will have 8 difficulty levels. Yes. So if you've ever played an XCOM before, you should probably be sweating. Not only that, but they will have 4 DLCs that you can get in a season pass. Goodies.
What are the difficulty levels like? I'm definitely going to miss. I might miss most of the time. I'll miss half the time. I'll miss. Oh yeah, Stormtrooper be at the top.
Yeah,
I'm a Stormtrooper.
I think about halfway is probably be a melee character.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna miss everything. Yeah, Stormtrooper.
And at the bottom is journalist level. You're just playing, which is probably the level I'll play at because I'm.
So yeah, the DLC we're gonna get Deadpool, Venom, Morbius, and Storm as playable characters. And 23 premium skins.
Cool.
So that seems to be what the DLC has.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Mostly. I'm worried with all the DLCs and the characters and stuff that it's going to be Avengers all over again.
Yeah.
But we'll wait and see. I've got hope. Hope that it'd be really good.
The original Witcher is getting an Unreal Engine 5 remake. So I don't know if that's something to be happy about. PSVR 2 pre-orders are open up later. They open up later this month, and it launches February, and it's going to cost about $550. So if you're into the VR and you want to jump in, that might be a good spot for it. And let's see. The last thing I got to talk about for video game news is that Limited Run Games released the special edition for Dead Space. Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
I got the helmet that lights up and everything. I've got metal signs that are going to be hung up all over my wall. Comes with soundtrack, comes with the little obelisk paperweight type deal. So I'm pretty happy about that.
I have to say, God bless limited release games because this trend towards only digital is got me down because I love my physical copies. I for a couple of reasons. One, just because I can play it whenever. Yeah. And two, because it actually has value. Yeah. Especially with the fact that you hardly ever get a demo anymore, and spending $60-$70 just to try a game. Yeah. That's way too much.
Well, and they got a steel case with an actual physical copy of the game. So that's kind of
awesome.
Nice. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, so I've been paying attention to them more now that you mentioned them, and now I've been kind of following them along and stuff. I'm still not the kind of person that will pre-order something because you pretty much have to wait a long time for their stuff. But Amazon is tending to carry them. Yeah. So if I can order it, I do have one on order, two on order for Amazon. They're just going to come to me, and I won't get charged until they actually get shipped. Right. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, see, I hate pre-ordering, but if it's something that I know I'm going to play, like Need for Speed, I know I'm going to play that all the way through because I've always done that. Or if it comes with something really good, like the Dead Space. Those are my only two kind of caveats. Yeah. Caveats. See, I'm already practicing.
You're gonna have to win that $1 billion in order to get that accent.
Yeah. I say. Oh, that sounded worse. Yosemite Sam. I said, no.
Southern Rich. I say.
Oh man. Oh my god.
Hey, Nick, go get me my teeth and my shotgun.
I'm so derailed. I thought I had more to talk about, but I don't remember where I was going.
Okay. While you find your footing there, Epic
shit.
Games has got a couple of free releases. So you get Filament and Rising Storm 2. So some pretty good stuff there for free November 3rd through the 10th. And then a decent game called, if you liked Might and Magic, Hero Hour is free on Amazon Prime with their game service. And it looks like kind of like a retro Might and Magic, huge scale Heroes Might and Magic. So that's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
We go get my teeth in my shotgun.
I'll sit.
On November 4th, Harvestella is being released, which I'm really looking forward to that one on the Switch. It's basically your imagine a Japanese role-playing game crossed with Animal Crossing.
Okay.
So basically, you got your Stardew Valley, your farming, and all that stuff. But you can actually go out and do quests and things.
Oh.
So really looking forward to that one. Sonic Frontiers, November 8th.
Yeah.
And
God,
then-
that's another game I'm gonna have to
I
get.
know.
Jeez.
Best Buy does have a steel box with their order.
Yeah.
So if you want to get a steel book, with your Sonic Frontiers, Best Buy has that on pre-order. And then on the 9th, God of War Ragnarok.
Hell yes. Yep, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that.
I did see the Ben Stiller ad yesterday.
Oh yes,
I
it
did
was
watch it.
so funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good.
One of the few things I really liked Ben Stiller in, because the humor was a little dry, and John Travolta just really cracked me up with,
Yeah.
with the dad role he was playing. So.
I did like
Very
one of my favorite Ben Stiller movies is Tropic Thunder. That's such a
I
good
don't know
one.
that I've seen that one.
Oh my god, you haven't? It's like a spoof movie on war, but they make fun of like Platoon and Robert Downey Jr. is in it, Jack Black.
Now, Sarah and I have walked out of Ben Stiller movies.
Oh, you have?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Well, I could see a couple. I could see a couple where I would probably walk out of.
Yeah, it's just not our type of humor.
Mm-hmm. Anything else for games you want to go over the list?
Yeah, so end of the year is coming, and we're getting to where we only have a few games out that we may be thinking of as top of our tier list. So we're going to go through some of the games. We already talked about Marvel Snap.
Yes.
And that might actually make, even though I complain about it from time to time, that might actually make
it still keeps
my
us coming
top.
back every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm still playing,
Yeah.
so I can see that. Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, yeah, that's definitely a contender for my top. And we're only going through the games that both of us have played right now.
Yeah.
At the end,
Elden Ring might not make my personal top, but it might make my critic top.
Yeah.
Just from a critical eye.
Yeah.
But it probably won't make my personal playlist top.
Yeah. So far, this is second place for me. Probably would be first place if my son would ever give it back to me and I could play more playthroughs, but that ain't happening. So
I keep hearing things. They're continuing to support it, I guess, and adding things.
Yeah.
Things.
I think there's a DLC on the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Shredder's Revenge.
Oh, yes, awesome. That was a great experience. I wish there was more to it. I wish that they would add DLC to that.
Yeah, I do like the tongue-in-cheek humor that went along with it, and just kind of retro fun beat 'em up play.
Yes,
it was good stuff.
Yeah, if you like the old arcade game, you're gonna love this. I bought it to play with my family, and none of my family played it with me.
And that's sad because it's perfect for like a weekend rental. If you got this and you just wanted to play for a couple of nights with a group of people, perfect type of game for that. We both played Metal Hellsinger.
Oh yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna put it a little lower on my list. I'll probably put it in last place out of all the ones we've talked about right now, just because the resolution was really low on my.
I have to give it props just because it's creativity.
Yeah, I've never played anything
meshing
like it.
The two genres.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, great concept. Not my favorite game.
Yeah.
But really have to give them credit for branching out and doing something different.
Yeah, if they make a sequel, it's a definite must play for me.
Check it out. If you don't know what it is, it's a rhythm game combined with a first-person shooter.
Yes.
So
Think Doom, Guitar Hero.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Doom Guitar Hero combo.
But instead of a guitar, you got guns.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it can't be bad, right?
Huh.
It's good. Yeah, it definitely got its qualities.
Yeah. And the soundtrack's amazing.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
soundtrack. If you like heavy metal,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you got to get it just for the soundtrack.
Yes.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
You know what? I'm gonna say that'll be second from the bottom. Not because like the campaign was really good, the humor really good. I love Borderlands. I love D&D.
Yeah.
Mixing it together was a dream come true for me, but I felt a little taken along, or like I got taken for a ride with the DLC.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it was definitely a expansion from Borderlands 3, not really its own kind of game.
Yeah.
It didn't really go far enough to become a new franchise.
Yeah, and for Borderlands, it was a no-brainer for me to always buy the DLC stuff, anything that Gearbox put out.
Yeah.
That is no longer the case.
Yeah.
But supposedly it did good enough where it's getting his new. It's becoming a new franchise.
It might make the bottom of my top 5 for personal enjoyment for the year.
Yeah, I mean it was good, but I feel really burnt about the season pass. Like so burnt that I never went back to play the 4th DLC with the new class.
Oh, yeah.
Will I in the future? Maybe. But they didn't even do a Halloween. Like people on Reddit were complaining that they didn't even do a Halloween event or like decorate with pumpkins or through any sort of decorations.
Yeah, definitely not enough good support for continuation, which is kind of, once we played through the campaign, I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, the end game was very repetitive.
And honestly, it's going to be a year before games slow up enough for me to go back to it.
Yeah.
Because we got so much good stuff coming out.
Maybe. There might be more good stuff announced.
Yeah, even after that. Oh, yeah. May not ever get back to it. But it might make my top 5 of the year.
Okay.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Now, you platinumed it.
Yes, I did. That is one of the very few games that I platinumed just because I'm such a big Evil Dead fan.
Yeah.
God, I loved it, but the people I got grouped with made me hate it.
Yeah, it was definitely a live by the group, die by the group.
Yeah.
And I think I was burnt because we never had a consistent group of 4.
Yeah.
There was always that stranger in our group of 3 or whatever. And that's, And I didn't like playing it solo.
Yeah.
So.
I only did for the missions. Other than that, I just forced myself to play with it. But it got to the point where I was playing as Pablo just so that they like the demon couldn't see me driving in a car or moving around the map. And dude, I would go from one end of the map to resurrect other people, and then go back to the other side of the map to resurrect another guy.
Oh my gosh!
And it's just like, good lord, have you guys never played games like this before?
You're not playing against the game; you're playing against the random people.
Yeah, the people that are supposed to be on my team are making it harder for me.
Yeah, so Evil Dead is not going to make my top of the list. I don't think it's going to make my critic list either.
Yeah.
But I did have some good moments, mostly just because I was playing with you.
Yeah, there was some fun moments. Playing the demon was probably the funnest part of that game for me, just because I didn't have a full group of people to play.
Yeah, my experience probably would have been different if we'd had a dedicated for Dylan.
Yeah, and well, I'm not gonna call out the other person, but you know who you are. I'll say
Dylan's one of the 3 people that still listen to us. So I can't wait for him to join us at some point.
Yeah. Anything?
Let's say we both played Scorn.
Yeah, Scorn. Oh God. Okay, so that's probably gonna be. You know what? I'll put that below Wonderlands just because I got I got ear fatigue from hearing all the squishiness.
Oh.
But also the fucking puzzles were so hard.
Yeah.
I did not make it past the first level. And I got kind of tired of just
looking around. I have to admit, I mean, I played for about an hour, and that was all I could handle of Scorn because it was. I just didn't want to keep looking around for those puzzle pieces. That was not my kind of thing. But I loved the artwork.
Yeah.
That's the reason I played it, because I love the homage to Geiger, and so it did that.
Yeah.
It did that well.
Well, and I got so sick of like going up the elevator, hitting or like moving stuff around, having an egg drop finally, and I was like,
yeah.
oh hell yeah! And I go back downstairs, takes like 10, 15 minutes to get down there.
Yeah,
And
the
then
puzzles are not
yeah.
like you go to a lot of video games. You're like in one room and you're moving pieces. No, this is like you're moving around the entire level.
Yeah.
Solving things and yeah.
It's probably the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever played. If you were only going to play one game for the year, maybe that would be the one. But
if you have Game Pass, load it up just for the aesthetics.
Yeah.
Just to kind of look at how they did the artwork transition into 3D, and then you can be done with it.
Yeah.
Diablo Immortal is the last thing we've played together this year.
Okay. I'm not. You know what? I'm not really much of a fan of it, but I don't like for a mobile Diablo experience. It's good.
Yeah, I think if you stayed away from the PvP
Mm-hmm.
and you just played the story, it was adequate.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. It wasn't like Diablo 3 good story, but it was adequate for a Diablo fix.
Yeah.
But that's as far as I'd give it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm right there with you.
All right. Well, that's all I have for video games.
All right, let's move on to other.
Other geekly things.
All right, so we got an update on George R.R. Martin.
Ooh.
He says the progress on the Winds of Winter is slow and steady. But I gotta say, dude,
what exactly does slow and steady mean? Like he's doing like a word a day?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But like all the wind in my Game of Thrones sales is gone.
Oh,
I don't really care about the series anymore.
Yeah, and the new series did not. House of Dragon did not rekindle my fire.
Yeah, there's been a couple people that are telling me it's a must-watch thing, but I don't know. I was really burnt by that last season of Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, me too.
All the broken promises from George R.R. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
And he even said he hasn't played Elden Ring yet because he's too busy writing the Winds of Winter.
He was probably on the phone with the other Japanese director, shooting shit for like a couple of hours, and that was probably his contribution to the whole game. They're like, "Hey, can we give you a little money to slap your name on it?" And he's like, "Well, sure, I do that for everybody now."
Yeah. Let's see. We got Jerry Lee Lewis has passed away. And he did the Great Balls of Fire. Yeah. And maybe married his cousin. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
No. And then Elon has bought Twitter.
I know.
There is an exodus of just celebrities leaving. There is some terrible screenshots. They had a team of moderators that was like 200 strong, and now it's down to 15.
Yeah, and apparently now you're going to have to pay to tweet to be verified.
Yeah, $20 a month is what they were looking at. Stephen King said, if I gotta pay to keep my check mark, he was like, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
And Elon replied to him, we gotta pay the bill somehow. How does $8 $8 a month sound?
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Oh shit. This guy. Okay, so I used to be like enthralled with Elon Musk. I thought he was really smart.
I did too for a while.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing all this crap, and I'm like, how did I ever look up to this dude? Yeah. So,
oh, man.
And that's not even the worst part of it. So we're getting another social network because the guy that opened up Twitter, Jack Dorsey, I think is his name, is now turning around and making a new one, probably to put Twitter out of business and build his empire back up, which is smart. Maybe he's the one I should be looking up to.
Yeah, really, he might be the real smart one.
Yeah. So personally, I think all social networks should go down the garbage disposal. But if we actually get one that's done right, which is not going to happen, but if we do,
if we could get a standard news source that wasn't biased these days, I'd be happy.
Yeah, my God. Yeah, it's just it's a whirlwind. It's like a hurricane hit us in 2020, and we're just not gonna ever recover.
Yeah, I know that. Yep. The Skrulls, destroying the human race.
Yeah, maybe it
might be okay.
Yeah.
We'll just
And that's all the other I got. I do have a couple rumors.
The rumor mill.
Let's say the rumor game. We always follow up with a how likely do we think it'll happen?
Yes.
And then how much we want it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
We try to check our sources, but rumors. Always be careful what you read because you never know where the source is coming from.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see here. We've got Disney is going to make Disney's going to make more R-rated content for Disney Plus.
I'm pretty sure the CEO actually said he was very open to more mature content. I believe that's where that came from.
Okay, now do you think the Karens that are upset that they brought Logan and Deadpool over are gonna allow that to happen? Because I know it would basically solidify me on keeping my Disney Plus subscription indefinitely if they would add more rated R stuff.
From what I've heard of the CEO, he is very money focused.
Okay.
And if the rated R stuff will bring in money,
Yeah.
then yeah, it's going to happen. And probably is going to happen because Deadpool's going to bring in a lot of money.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is one where the moms of America or whatever are going to be ignored.
Oh, good, because I would love to see more rated R content. I was really disappointed that Blade wasn't going to be rated R, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Now,
but Blade might have been greenlit back before the CEO crossover, and I think the previous CEO
was that Bob Iger.
Yeah, Iger. I think he was a little more hesitant to bring in rated R content.
Yeah.
The new guy, Chapek, is that his name?
That sounds right.
Yeah, I think he's more open to it.
Okay.
He said he's more open to it.
Yeah.
So,
look at us, dude. We're just pulling names out of nowhere and
like
shit.
we know these people.
Holy crap.
You know, me and him meet up at that seance like every 3 days whenever we know it's going to be.
Yeah.
So he's psychic.
Oh, he's giving me classes on how to talk like a rich Southerner. they've been really paying off, haven't they?
we got to go buy those tickets.
Okay, so do you think it's going to happen?
Yes. I think Disney is going to double down on more mature content. Not like double down, but I definitely think it's going to have a place.
Okay, good, because I'm a little more apprehensive about it, but I didn't take into account the new CEO, so now I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, that's what I'd give it.
Okay,
7.
now do I want it to happen 10?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Disney, bring me the hard stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah, the hardcore vampire slaying, Deadpool limb cutting, Wolverine.
If it wasn't for Deadpool, I'd be skeptical.
Yeah.
But Deadpool's $1 billion movie.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. They're not going to send that to Hulu. They would have already made the shift. If they were going to move their rated R stuff, which they have, and it's too much money to give up, if they were going to move it, they would have moved it to Hulu, but they've obviously not done that.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on Disney Plus. It's going to be there.
Okay, so the last one I've got, and I couldn't find a better source for this, but I also ran into this earlier in the week. Oh, excuse me. There is a special Silver Surfer project heading to Disney Plus.
I hadn't heard anything about that.
Yeah, the source was very questionable, and I never really did any follow-up on it later on during the week with Halloween and everything.
Silver Surfer is naturally tied in with
Galactus, Fantastic Four.
I don't think that it's going to happen. Phase 7 would be a perfect time if Galactus is like the big bad for Phase 7.
Now, so Galactus is alive though right now in the universe. Obviously.
Maybe.
Well, he's an ancient being, isn't he?
Well, in the comics he is, but I don't think he hasn't made an official appearance in the MCU, has he?
Well, maybe he's there, but nobody knows about it.
Yeah, he may be.
Yeah, so they could definitely do a little side shoot of it. And this is probably just my wishful thinking, because I there's a lot of stuff that they can pull in. So for the diehard comic fans, I hope that they do content like that.
See, now Galactus to me is kind of like Tom Bombadil for Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
He's one of those characters that exists in the world, but muddies the writing if you put him in there because he's so big, literally and figuratively. You can't have him in there as a side character. He's got to be part of the main story.
Okay.
And right now he doesn't have a place in the MCU as a main figure because we got all the Kang stuff. We got all the Secret Wars coming up. We got the Skrull stuff. So getting back to Silver Surfer, that's why I don't think Silver Surfer is going to make an appearance just yet. Because I don't think, just like Tom Bombadil is huge in Lord of the Rings, but nobody ever hears about him because of the fact that he's too big to put in because he takes away from everything else.
Okay. Damn.
That's my thoughts.
All right. So you're gonna give that a low?
Oh yeah.
And do you want it? You probably don't want it.
Not
based
until
on what you
phase
said.
7. Not until they actually make Galactus a big bad for
Okay.
like a phase.
And Fantastic Four is coming in phase 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a feeling the Fantastic Four in phase 6 are going to be mostly targeted towards the multiverse and Secret Wars, not Galactus storylines.
Okay. Yeah. I was thinking it'd be cool to have like a origin story for the Silver Surfer, but maybe
it'd be
probably
cool.
the timing is off.
Yeah, timing is off. I
Yeah.
want to see it happen, just not right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess I'm right there with you. You've convinced me.
All right.
Yes. All right. So that is all I've got.
Yeah, so gamers and geeks, this has been OGGR.
Yeah, episode 18 of Old Guys Geekly Review.
Be good to each other.
Man,
This is the one I would like to see them dive into or process.
Yeah,
This is
that's
OGGR.
the whole. Who's this?